Hello, my name is Sandcrawler, and we're back here in more Feed the Beast. We're back here on the island, and I've been a little bit busy here. So, first I want to show you down here. I have added a tree farm back. I've built this before. It used to be over there under the starting house at spawn. The same basic thing. The biggest difference is that instead of using water, it uses these conveyor belts that then go over into here. And another big difference is there's no more pipes. The turtle will reach up above its head and grab out of this ender chest, which is filled with the sapling that it's supposed to plant. So we'll see how this works. I'm not convinced because I think that they need to all go at once, otherwise the saplings will just get stuck up here. So I may have to change that. That shouldn't be too hard to make them all start succinctly. And then this one, I wonder if he didn't throw an error because he doesn't look like he's gone in a while. But, well, he seems okay. So I'll just have to keep an eye on it and we'll find out. That's the biggest change down here. In fact, the only change down here. There's still no nuclear reactor. But if we look up, you can kind of see it starting to load in there. We have an unidentified honey object. That's what I'm calling it. So this is going to be my bee area. And we're not really going to start with bees in this episode. I have one little poor apiary. And you know, I've been on here for 2 hours now, and the music is never played. And now it's going to start playing. So what we're going to be doing in this episode is I have some frame motors, and I have some support frames, and I have a platform with frames on it. And I want to make it go up there. I've worked this all out in creative before, so I can do it, I think. So now it's just a matter of getting everything wired up correctly and positioned correctly. So we're gonna need one that does that, and we want them right next to the battery boxes where we can help it. And then I believe we need something like this here. And now this one is the one that's going to be tricky, because we need to rotate it in there like that. And then we need to kind of hope that it's facing up that way. And now we're going to need to get some power to that one because I don't want to run out of power to them. Don't need that one right there. So I'm just using marble panels. You can use any type of panel for this. It'll just let you put stuff on it. And we're going to have to go in here and see if we have some of this cable. Yep. Then we're going to run a cable from here to there. Now, in theory, it should move. So let's... I don't know why I came over here, because I have this thing. I kind of always forget about this crafting terminal, or this wireless access. So we're just going to shove one on there. Okay, so that tells me that it's probably facing the wrong direction. And that tells me that we messed up already. Okay. Don't know if this will... No. Okay, well, give me that back. Okay, that I can live with. So we'll just take out this real quick. Okay. Now let's try this again. We're gonna need a support thing running over here, and I'm gonna run it right underneath it like that for no particular reason. And then we can still put our motor right here. That'll push a motor down. So then if we rotate this where we can see it, now this should push it up, which I think will actually result in it moving down. Now we need that line back here to get it some power. And it'll light up when it has power. Right there. Now, one thing that I think we can get away with right here is we can put a block of marble in there instead of this frame motor, because this frame motor I think is what's causing a little bit of a problem right there, or the frame. Okay, I'm gonna go figure out how to make this work. Okay, well, let's just try. I deleted it. Now let's see if we can just make it work. I've always kind of had problems with these things. I think they're kind of particular in which way they like to be placed. And then, like, you know, it has to be a panel, it can't be a cover. So there it moved down, and then if we do this one, it'll move it down again. So see, now we got our downward motion, and we can put a stop on it so it can't go down any farther past a certain point. But now we need it mostly to go up. I mean, we need it to go back down too. Up is just a reverse of this exact thing, and we're gonna do it over here. So we want this. And I've rotated that all completely wrong. So I gotta get that thing back to me. Then I need one of these guys. I don't have enough inventory bars. Or enough, you know, inventory slots. I don't know why that double placed like that, but okay. And then I don't want this guy. I still don't have what I need. Never what you need on your hotbar and feed the beast. Okay, now I just need to rotate this guy. I believe right there will do it. So yeah, let's... Okay. So now we of course need to... Well, we could grab this thing before it despawns, or we forget about it. Now we of course need that line to run up to here. And I did not leave a particularly good way to do it. So it looks like we're gonna do something a little bit weird here. Then wait until we get to the fun part, which is gonna be when we have to make all this work automatically. Okay, this is a stupid way of doing it. Let's just take this out. And we'll put it right up here on the ceiling. And now that should be getting power, and it'll power up. There it goes. Okay. Take these back out. Okay. So now if we put one on here, we probably just need to rotate it and not rotate it like that. I'm thinking like that maybe. Yep. So now we have an up and down moving device, and then we're going to add this rail back around it here. I took it off thinking it might be what's causing problems, but it was not. This is what's actually going to connect to whatever I need, because this will prevent it from grabbing on to something else. I believe so. And so if we just make this go up, it was weird, it didn't work the first time. Okay, so see, right here, these corners are going to be a problem. So we'll just get rid of them. I don't need corners. I didn't need it to be square. Okay. Then we'll see, there's probably a lever down here, at least. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh, levers are cheap. So now we need this one taller actually. Okay. So we'll add a support frame to the top here and here. Then we're just going to fill this in back here. Something like that. And now we're ready for the fun part that I'm gonna have to remember how to do. And probably have to go look at a couple times. But I know we need a timer to start with. We're gonna need 2 timers. And we can either use the red alloy wire, or we could use insulated wire. I think we're going to try and use this red alloy wire. That's what I did when I built it in creative. But it could be the other one and it would be fine. We need at least one more of these guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wire this up because I know this video is going to be long if I don't. Long and boring. So I'm going to wire it up. We're going to put a timer right here, one on each side. And then I'm going to figure out how to do the wiring underneath. You can rotate these guys with the screwdriver. I figured out all the timing already to get the maximum speed out of it, so we're going to do it to that specification, or we're going to set it to that, and then we just have an on and off switch, so one will turn it to go up and the other will make it go down, and then there will be a stopper up at the top, which I will show you guys that. It's stupidly simple, but yeah. I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. So I think it's wired. I think so. We're gonna find out. Okay, that one didn't work. Does this one work? Yeah, it'll go up. So how come down doesn't work? Because it's wired so weirdly. Okay, well, let's flip this off and see if we can even make it work with a lever, or if we have something. Maybe it was because that lever was turned on. Okay, let's just put it back how it was here and see if it'll take us down. Yep, okay. So now we want to stop it, right? Of course we do. So what we need is just a little stopper, and we're going to do it right down here underneath the center, down here. That'll stop it from going down. So if we turn the down one on again, it's not gonna, it is gonna do something. Okay, take me back up. It's very laggy on multiplayer. Oh, we need one more, that's right. Okay, so if we put one more block, or we could do a micro block, or I'll probably change it to a little tiny micro block at some point. Now it won't let us go down anymore. So even if this is on, it won't go down. Because as you can see, I mean, it should move every time this ticks around. So it's not going to let us go down. And now we're going to ride this all the way up to the top, hopefully. we're gonna see, because there's not a lot of energy storage here. And there's not a lot of solar panels, so it may already be out of power. Yeah, this one ran out of power. Because I couldn't figure out where to put a charge to it, so we're gonna try something right here. Let's see if the blue light comes on. Okay. Our batteries still look okay. So up we go, very slowly. This is about the fastest speed you can get for it. I didn't try super hard to make it go the fastest, but use my railgun and take these guys out. Maybe. And then we can just watch our thing slowly crawl up. Maybe it doesn't charge when it's not connected. Let's see if we can not have the railgun on to knock herself off. Then we need one of these. We have the other two things we'll need. Because I have this line right here that I think will charge. And so I'm wondering if it just doesn't charge on the side that moves with the arrow. That's what I'm hoping. Or it charges slower or something, I don't know. So you can see now every tick it's moving. It's moving a lot faster now. Until I spoke too soon. It's kind of weird that it runs out of power, but I guess it just runs through its little storage inside. It's not the easiest thing to ride on, that's for sure. But we're gonna ride it up here to the top, and we're gonna put a stopper. And I will cut you guys back because this is gonna take a little while. So you can see it's working. You could potentially get up there without a jetpack this way, although it's much slower, but it's still very cool. Okay, we're just about up there now, so we're gonna hope it doesn't catch on anything here. I don't think it will. And then we're gonna try and stop it at the right one. Okay, so there it's in its platform. And actually, let's see if I have some amber in here. This should be enough. I like the look of this amber. It's a Tomcraft block, but it's more or less useless for Tomcraft. There's not much you do with it right now. So I thought it made a good looking honeycomb, so. So now when this isn't in here, it's gonna have just be a hole, and it won't really be outlined like it was before. Not that having it outlined hurt anything, but okay, so for a stop up here, it's actually a little bit simpler because that's all we need. Now what I'll probably do is just run one from each one because there's two of them, and I'm not sure what this is gonna look like yet because I don't want much of a roof on it because I don't want to block the solar panels. So it'll probably be something like that. And then this little cabinet thing is probably going to move. Okay, we can't even open it with anything. So I have it because I want to put one of those in there and then close it so that you can always get into the storage. But this isn't a good spot right here. I thought it would be, but my plan changed a little bit. So now if we turn this on to go up again, it's not going to go up, no matter how many times it tries. And then we should be able to turn it to go back down, and there it goes. So while we're up here and while that's going back down, so I have a little grassy area over here that I'm going to put more flowers in than grass at some point. Mostly this is just for getting started, so I can take my Meadows drone and my Meadows princess here, and they can go make me more of themselves very slowly, and then I can just build up my bees from there. Eventually there will be whatever alvearies, alvearies over here and over there, and I won't even need that grass anymore. It'll just be amber, because we're gonna need megajoules or Michael Jacksons if you prefer. I have this transport turtle here. He's just running a little MJ transporter, so he's a gate reader turtle. He will read if this has power, and as long as this has power, he's going to leave it there. As soon as it runs out of power, he's going to grab one out of here and break that one and put it in this chest down here, and that'll be sent to recharge, and then he'll put the new one down. So we'll always have power up here, essentially. These computers here are my GPS, mostly right now for the tree farm. And then I haven't quite decided on a look up here. I want to leave this mostly open, but this block here I want to put some windows in, and this will also be where the machines are gathered around. It's mostly on this one block here. I don't want a bunch of machines or tanks or anything out here on this floor. Mostly we're going to use ender tanks to move liquids and whatnot around, so when you need water or you have honey that you need to store. And then we'll use lots of ender tanks, but also lots of ender chests to put stuff back into this storage. So like there's a bunch of rocky stuff in here, and probably some others. Yeah, so you can see there's quite a few rockies. There's a Valiant, a little bit of stuff. That's just from quarrying, so I didn't expect to really have much, but I was surprised. So yeah, this is gonna be our way up and back down, if you ever need to do it that way. And I see that we have the same problem going down, so let's just go ahead and fix that. I think we do anyways, yeah. So I don't know why I didn't just do this, because I used to have it hooked up on the other side and then I changed it. But we can just put that there, then this should go faster. And this will automatically stop down there. It's very simple way to stop, but it works, and that's all that really matters. So that's gonna be it for this episode. In the next one, we're probably gonna be working on bees. Probably. I have a hard time with bees sometimes. They take a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of patience. Plus I can already generate almost everything that they can. And at some point I want to make this computer do something more than just tell me numbers. So, find out in the next one what we're going to be doing.